Yes, Russell. How are you?
Christian, I'm really well, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Good,
Middle
mate.
of the week, hump week, hump night.
End of the week, and I
Hump
get
of the
to
week.
visit you.
How's my hair looking?
Smart, you've done well there, mate. Better than mine last week when I got out of the shower. Um, Recovery. There's a lot of things I get told in recovery. There's a lot of things that was kind of forced down my neck. There were things that I took and I used, and there were things that didn't work for me. And I'm kind of wondering, like, was there anything for you, like, when you think I'm not like these people, and then you find out you kind of are.
Yeah, I mean, I I always thought I was a bit different in the sense of
Yeah.
I wasn't as bad as these people. Do you know what I mean? Like my addiction, my drug using wasn't as bad as theirs. Do you know what I mean? Because I had a job for a while. I owned a house. I was married. So all these things. So I did think I was a bit different, but I think after relapsing and after repeating the same mistakes over and over again, I realised we were all the same. Do you know what I mean? We were just people that were addicted to drugs. Do you know what I mean? The thing that I've sort of realised now is that although we all use differently and we all recover differently, I'm sure that we all think the same. Because when we share what we're thinking, I can relate to a lot of it, like intrusive thoughts, all of that stuff that we talked about last week. Yeah. So I think the thinking, we do think the same. I do.
And we spend years thinking it's just us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I must have spent years thinking, God, if anyone could see inside my head, they'd think I was mad.
100%.
And then I go to a room full of people who are saying what I think.
Yeah.
Weird.
No, it is. Just some of the crazy things. Like I thought that I was the only one to have, done crazy things, but I'm not. There's people that have done worse things what I've done, but I think it's all down to the personal, to the to the individual themselves. So like it's just it's crazy, really, the way that we all ended up in the same place.
Yeah, that still blows my mind sometimes because for a long time I used if you had my childhood, then you'd use drugs as well. Do you know what I mean? That was kind of something I could hold on to, which meant I could still use drugs because I had that. But the fact is, we end up in rooms with people who didn't have my childhood and had seemingly really good lives. And I mean, me and you had different upbringings, right?
Yeah. I mean, I used to think I was too good. Like, I was too good. I went into the treatment centres and I thought, what am I doing here? And then I ended up in a dry house. I thought, what am I doing in a dry house? I am too good to be in a dry house. And that's what I thought. And it didn't take long for me to realise that it was helping me. You know what I mean? It really did help me. One of my problems was money. I know, like, it's a problem for like a lot of people, but money, not having money, was a problem for me. But a bigger problem for me was having money. Do you know what I mean? So I had to learn in a dry house. And one of the big things I learned was about money in there. I remember the first week I was in there. I went to the bank on our break there in this dry house. I took out £300 off a credit card and I went shopping. And I must have bought £180 worth of sweets, chocolates, fizzy pop, the lot. And they were saying to me, you can't do that here. Like, you have a limit of £25 a day. So it was hard for me. Do you know what I mean? So like, eventually I did get down to £25 a day. And it was little things like that. You know what I mean? Like, I remember going shopping with them and like we'd have a person come with us. And I was looking at the ketchup I picked the ketchup up, and it was a Heinz tomato ketchup. He went, "That's a bit expensive, isn't it?" And I didn't even look at the price. And when I got to the till, I looked at the price. It was like £4.20. I thought, "Fuck that! I've only got 25 quid." So like, it taught me the value of money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Really helped me.
behaviours.
Even though at the time I didn't want to do it, when I look back now, I think, you know, getting out of your comfort zone and doing things that you don't want to do often benefit you.
Yeah, it's about now learning your behaviours in it as well. Like, it's not just about being addicted to drugs. We're not addicted to, but we can't. The way we treat things, whether it's money or cars, belongings, people, it's all about behaviours, isn't it? It's,
But it is, yeah.
yeah, the whole thing is.
But like, I think you've got to be able to. I mean, for me personally, I have to be able to acknowledge it first, to accept it, acknowledge it, and then I'm able to understand it, and then more importantly, change it.
Yeah, let go of it.
Yeah. Or I mean, like, you know, some of the things I can't let go of, like, you know, like your defects. Some of my defects are always going to be there, like I'm, you know, like they're not going to be taken away. But what I try and do is just turn them into a more positive way. Do you know what I mean? Just, you know, like, rather than saying something horrible to someone, I try and do something nice for someone, even if it's only making them a cup of tea or saying hello to someone in the park. You know what I mean? It's helping them. You know, like I do try and keep it simple. I have to keep it simple because my head's really complicated.
I think one of the things I realised early on was, like you were saying about the defects and that, it's not that I don't have them still. I do still have them, of course I do. But I'm able to look at them. Like, once I've behaved a certain way, I'm kind of go, oh, and it's something I never used to do, was like think, you behaved, you were in the wrong then, Russell. I can make an apology, which something else I never did back in the day. But today, I have to be able to go, I'm sorry for that. I shouldn't have done that. It doesn't matter what they've done to me, but I shouldn't have done that to you.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny you should say that. Like, you just put something in my head, because I was speaking about this to my sponsor, and I've said sorry millions of times, so many times in active addiction when I was using drugs, smoking crack. Today, for me personally, sorry doesn't work. So like, I'm able to accept what I've done, the behaviour, but I don't like saying sorry because I've said it so many times. And when I say sorry,
it doesn't mean anything. Yeah,
it don't mean anything. So like, I have to act on it. Do you know what I mean? I have to act in a positive way on it, whether it be, you know, showing them or doing it. Just do it.
or just
You know what I mean?
do it. Yeah,
Just do it. Yeah. So saying sorry doesn't really do it for me internally, but everyone's different. You know, some people have never apologized in their life for anything. I used to constantly do it. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It's like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It's a load of bollocks.
I think it was more about the accepting that my behaviour wasn't correct, even though I still believe deep down that they're in the wrong. I'm sorry for my fucking behaviour.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Keeping my side of the street clean. That's where I'm coming from. It's that.
Yeah. But like, you have to look at it, for me anyway, and you have to do something about it, because what we did, or what I did anyway, was I kept repeating the same mistakes. So like, it's all right for me to go, oh yeah, do you know what? I'm sorry about this, and I accept what I've done is wrong. But if you keep doing it, you sort of it's your addiction, isn't it? Saying, oh, are you all right now because you've accepted it? And like,
sorry,
yeah. But like, if you keep doing it and you keep having that voice saying the same thing, you know there's something going wrong, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Big game this week, mate.
Yeah, can't wait. We've been waiting a while, haven't we? Yeah, excited about it.
Yeah, haven't we? Friday night against Ipswich. I think that guy signed for him. Akpom, is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't checked.
I read that we held the cards because while we still had an offer on the table, he couldn't
Yeah.
sign for Ipswich. So it looks like we've withdrawn that offer. But
Really?
yeah. But I don't think he'd play anyway, you know, because he hasn't been in pre-season training.
Correct. Yeah. Like he wasn't going to come on as a sub and score.
No. So he's not likely to be sat in the dugout sort of thing, you know.
Yeah, well, according to this, it hasn't been done yet, I don't think.
Still not.
No. Ajax annoyed over Akpom chaos with Birmingham and Ipswich, but you know, it is what it is. You know, if he comes, he comes. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I mean, for me, if Akpom come to Birmingham City, would he get in the starting 11? Probably not. Do you know what I mean? Like, he ain't fit. You know, he hasn't trained with them, so maybe come back to it at Christmas or something. But you know, like for me, night games at St Andrews, Birmingham City. Oh my God, it's just like, I mean, it's always got a good atmosphere, but night games are something else at Blues, I think.
Yeah, on a Friday night as well.
Friday night, man. Yeah.
Exciting, isn't it? I'm really looking forward to it. Honestly, I'm like, I've seen some lad earlier. He dropped some stuff off on a job, and he had a scum tattoo on his leg. I'm like, mate, got some shit on your leg. Straight away, he was like, "Oh, nose are you?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then we started talking about football, right? And how excited we are for Friday because the season opener against the favourites, and bearing in mind we're second or third favourites, it's like the top two already, and it's only day one.
Yeah, I mean, that's where Sky are quite good, I think, because
they're
stupid, and they've, you know, they say that they put it into a computer. Do they fuck? You know, it's Birmingham versus Ipswich Friday night at St Andrews.
Season opener. Yeah.
I mean, that opens a championship. I mean, yeah, that's a coincidence, isn't it? I mean, what a game. But like, you know, like it just goes to show how far Birmingham City have come, because Ipswich have come down from the Premiership with all their money, the parachute money. And there's little old Birmingham City come up from League One that are trying to buy a player in the same mould as Ipswich are.
Yeah, in the state, exactly. Yeah,
third favourite. You know, I think, you know, even if Birmingham City don't get a promotion this season, they definitely will next season, 100%.
Yeah, I know. That's how I feel as well. Yeah,
it's just when. Do you know what I mean? Not if, when.
This Akpom thing, while it was all going on and that, and like you say, it's still going on. It's the German that I want the most.
Yeah.
Statistically, he's the one that I want, and it looks like we've gone in for him, and he's only about 2 million.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So I don't know why we didn't sign him a couple of weeks ago, but
like it might be a bit psychological in a way as well, because you know what they're like, these Americans, and like if we sign him and he doesn't even play, at least he isn't scoring against us for Ipswich. So it's taking it away from them. Them in a way are our biggest rivals, maybe.
Yeah. So we've got 6 million on the table to make sure we don't score against us on Friday.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Has football ever tested your recovery? Like, because going down the Blues, it used to be for a 3 o'clock kickoff, it would be like by midday, I'm already sniffing coke, without a doubt, yeah. And I'm in the pub by 1, and I'm pretty wasted by the time I've got to my seat in the Tilton and that. So is there any football in recovery? Does it trigger you at all? Is there anything where you're like?
I mean, when I first came out of the tryouts, I didn't go down there because I just couldn't. Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't even chance it. But towards the end of my using, like I didn't go down the Blues because I was so fucked. Do you know what I mean? I was so paranoid. I couldn't even leave the house. So why would I want to do that again? Do you know what I mean? But like, yeah, I mean, I I don't get it now. Like I go down the Blues if someone's having the line or smoking a spliff, that's sound by me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
doesn't
same.
bother me in the slightest, you know. But for me, I know where it takes me, so I just know. But I think Friday night, especially, that you know, like quite a few of the fans are going to be drinking, and I think good because it adds to the atmosphere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
people are
We get
singing more,
rowdy.
shouting more. It's more rowdy. So yeah, I'm all for that. It's like, you know, if everyone was the same, the world would be a boring place. Like if everyone was like in fucking recovery, like me and you, it'd be quite quiet in St Andrews, wouldn't it? To be fair, let's be honest.
We'd all be meditating, mate.
Yeah, praying to God.
Praying to God in church, yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell. I'm really excited about it. I'm just thinking like who we're going to start with, because I was wondering about Kojo, and Stansfield started the other day against Forest, didn't he?
Yeah.
Over him, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I probably said this before to you, Russell. I ain't too big on picking the teams. I'm not. You know, that's CDs. You know, I don't get paid enough to argue or talk about who's playing. The only thing I will say about the starting lineup for me personally is I can't believe quite a few Blues fans still don't rate Keshi Anderson. Now, for me,
most consistent player, mate.
He would be one of the first names down on the team sheet for me personally.
Yeah,
you know, I think the first touch of a lot of Blues players can let them down sometimes. Mention no names. Keshi Anderson, he's strong in the challenge. He's good in the air. He's got 2 feet. His first touch, he's quick. He scores goals. He sets. I mean, for me, he's everything. He's a good 8 out of 10 at everything. So for me, Keshi Anderson would have to start against Ipswich at home, 100%.
What side would you have him on?
Me personally, I'd have him going down the left because he can cross from the byline with his left foot, but he can cut inside on his stronger foot, which is his right foot. So it gives the defender a lot to think about, and that's why he does so well. Do you know what I mean?
Damn. Yeah, that's why I love him. That's literally why I love him, because going down the wing, he turns defenders inside out, and he ain't our fastest, but he's probably one of our most composed players on the ball.
I think he's quick, like he's quick thinking, and he's quick over 5-10 yards. You know what I mean? Like he's just got something about him. Like I remember when he first come to us, and he wasn't fit at all, but I could just see there's something about him. It was his first touch, you know. I thought, fucking hell, he's got something about him. And I remember the fans slagging him off, this, that, and the other. I was thinking, nah, this geezer, he's just got to get fit. And I think he's proved it. Like I was at Huddersfield away last season when he scored that goal, probably the goal of the season. And I just
of his chest.
Oh yeah, boom, boom, straight there. Yeah. Yeah, so Keshi Anderson's probably one to look out for this season for me. But it's like I said, like there's lots of competition for places. I mean, I think ideally I'd have Keshi on the left, and Jay Stansfield on the right. I would.
I'd have Jay on the right. And I'd be happy with Jay on the right.
And maybe your man up front. You know what I mean? I don't know.
What about you said about competition for places and that? The one that's doing my head in the most is how can you have anybody over Ethan Laird, right?
Yeah.
And yet, with Bright Samuel, it's a bit... He's a good player, isn't he?
Yeah, but I think it's good. I mean, I do like Laird. Do you know what I mean?
I rate him, man. He's Premier League for me.
I mean, this is what makes it great, isn't it? Because we've all got different opinions. I do like him as a player. Is he Premier League? I mean, for me, he's one of the better players, but it's just something about him that he lacks. I can't really put my finger on it. Like he's a bit like, I don't know, like he's got lots of attributes, but I mean, we'll see this season, won't we? Like we'll see what they're made of. You know, for me, we haven't got that many Premiership players. Like you you've probably got about from last season's team. I'd say about 3 or 4 maybe that could play in the Premiership. Cara, obviously Kesh Janssen, my favourite player. Jay Stansfield, he proved himself last season. Scored, in like a relegation team in the Championship. I think he scored, I don't know, 14 goals or something like that. So, and that's in the Championship in a very poor side.
In a really poor side, yeah. So in a good side,
yeah. And he's young.
I think he played on the right a lot in that season as well, in our relegation season, and he scored some decent goals from that position.
Yeah.
And Davis plays him on the left, doesn't he? So I'm always a bit like Stansfield.
Yeah.
Like I think he played more on the right, but under Davis he's playing on the left, which is
Stansfield.
Well, he's been playing left wing as well. So when we have Alfie May starting, you'd have Jay on the left, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So he plays up front, but he usually comes in from the left or the right. But Davis particularly puts him on the left when we've got a striker up front.
Yeah.
Or sticks him up front, yeah.
Mm.
Top player, though. Definitely Premier League. Have you ever been preached to in recovery?
Preached? I mean, I need to be careful what I say. I do. I mean, I think there's a lot of preaching going on, to be honest with you. But I think it's all done out of kindness, maybe. I don't know. I've been preached to. Like, I think you get preached to in life, not just in recovery. I mean, people have got their own way of doing things, haven't they? I think that's the thing. I hear a lot of people talking about the step work I do.
Yeah.
Normally for me, the people that are talking about the step work and that it's not all this, it's not all that, and they're the people that haven't done it. Do you know what I mean? It does become a bit like, I mean, you hear people say, "Oh, you need to do the step work, blah blah blah." And when you look at the facts, the people that are saying it haven't even done it themselves. You know what I mean? That, like 20 years clean and on step 4. Do you know what I mean? Things like that. You think, mate, yeah.
But
sort
you
of
need to do it.
Yeah, sort of like preaching what they're not doing themselves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
saying the right things, but are they doing it themselves? Possibly not. No.
That's the other thing, isn't it? It's like preaching it in the rooms, telling everyone how great they are, hitting you with a big book on top of your head, big book thumper if you like, and then going home and kicking your dog.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. Of course it does. Of course it does. It's just life, isn't it? I do try my best, but I ain't, I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm just better than what I used to be. I don't go to meetings preaching from the, like all I go to meetings for now is to sort of share my own experiences, share how I felt when I first came in, and helping the newcomer, because that's what it's about for me. Because I had a lot of people, like I shared last night at a meeting, and I said that like when I first come into it, I had a lot of support, a lot of help, and it helped me. People sharing their experiences, and it made me feel that like I wasn't actually on like my own. So that's what I do in the meetings, and like if there's somebody there that I've never seen before or whatever, I will share back on a subject or whatever, and I'll be sharing to them. Really, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Directed
Not really for my
them.
benefit, but like I'm sharing to him or to her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I've said to you before, I go to meetings mainly because one day somebody just like me might crawl through the door,
Yeah.
and then it's being able to share my experience with them. What do you think would be harder? Staying sober in your early days, what was harder? Staying sober in your early days or watching Blues defend a 1-0 lead with 5 minutes to go?
I mean, I can answer that quite easily. I wouldn't stay sober. I was always pissed. And when Blues were defending a 1-goal lead with 5 minutes to go, I'd probably leave because I know that the opposition were about to score. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, how many times did that happen? You know, back in the day, in the 80s and 90s. Fucking hell.
And you'd hear the crowd when you left early.
Yeah.
Painful.
Yeah.
And think on the same vein, like, I know it's hard giving up drink and drugs, but I think what I found hard is it wasn't about giving up the drink or drugs. It was the thoughts I was left with when I weren't using, which would lead me back to the drink or drugs because I couldn't deal with them.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely for me. I mean, that's why I had to do the work really, because once I put the drink and drugs down, I was just left with me and my thoughts and my feelings, and obviously I couldn't cope with them, and that's why I kept on relapsing. And it wasn't until I come out of the dry house, and then I relapsed again. It wasn't until I sort of got to 90 days and 90 days clean, and I was still feeling shit. And I still had these thoughts and I still had these feelings. I didn't like it. And I thought to myself, what have I come in to recovery for? Why am I staying clean and sober to feel like this? And then it suddenly hit me. It wasn't enough. So that's why I continue to do the work. Do you know what I mean? And that's what helps me. Like, I don't do it every day, but I think about it every day. Like it's in
part of you now.
Yeah, it's part of me now, 100%. Just like the drug dealer's phone number, that was always part of my head, and I always knew it. I didn't need to write it down. It was always there. But over time, time's a healer, and over time, I don't even know what that fucking number is. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to.
Mate, I've got one from 15 years ago that's still in my head.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh no!
I turned shit into songs in my head, so they're like all catchy and that.
Oh really?
Yeah, I can't get rid of it.
Shit, man.
You wonder what happened to him.
That's unbelievable. That is. I mean, yeah, shit.
I could recite it now, but I ain't gonna.
Yeah, I mean that's a bad thing for me. I just I'm not sure when it disappeared, but you know, like my drug dealer's number would actually appear in my head, and I could actually see it. Do you know what I mean? Flashing that. Yeah. So, but it don't come up anymore. So I don't know what it is. I don't even know what my own phone fucking number is. To be fair.
Yeah, I struggle with that one, mate. Yeah. I know we're gonna try and tighten up this podcast, don't we? And try and get more features on it. But I was talking to you the other day about getting people in that perhaps were in recovery, but were in the supporting the team that we were about to face.
Yeah.
So it would be good if people like wanted to put themselves forward.
Yeah,
start compiling a list. Like if we had an Ipswich fan here now.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, I think we need to get some more followers first.
I totally agree, man. Totally agree, but that's what I'm saying. It's going to take us some work.
Yeah, no, it is. But you know, I'm quite willing to do it. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sure after a while there will be people on there. I mean, it'd be nice to have comments. Do you know what I mean? Like people commenting, but I don't think you can comment unless you have subscribed.
Is that right?
So you need to subscribe so you can comment. And if people commented, we could comment back to them.
That'd be ideal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We'll try and get it out there some more, and we'll try and make it a bit tidier, I think. But you got to start somewhere, Chris.
It's early days, mate. It's early days. Like, it's not going to happen overnight, is it? Rome wasn't built in a day. We didn't get clean on the first day, did we?
No.
Blues didn't win a major trophy in the first season, did they?
No, or the second.
We did eventually. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Very,
I was talking to a Liverpool fan earlier, actually, and he said, "Which team are you?" And I said, "Well, I ain't the other fuckers." And he's like,
3-6.
"Oh right, yeah." And he was like, "Oh right, so you're a Blues fan?" And then we talked about the 2001 Carling Cup final, and like how Liverpool clapped us off the pitch, and John O was crying on the post, and
Yeah,
you know what I mean? What a day out that was!
it was
Nearly
amazing.
won the trophy. Yeah,
Yeah, it was Cardiff, when it Cardiff. Like, I remember Blues and Liverpool fans together, at
yeah,
one point, and there was Cardiff fans over there. And I think the Cardiff fans did actually take a bit of a beating that day. I think it was after the game, it was. Yeah.
apart from Blues and Liverpool.
I think like it was definitely mixed. I do think it was a few more Liverpool fans, to be fair. Yeah, there was something going on outside, I remember. I seen a few faces and I thought, that's Liverpool giving Cardiff a bit of a going over, that is. Mm.
Yeah, and they got relegated, right?
Liverpool, no, not the one in the league.
Cardiff. We ain't going to see them this season, are we?
No. Did they?
Yeah, I think they did.
We shouldn't be saying things that we don't know.
I'm pretty sure. I'm going to go 99.8%.
I know Luton are the favourites to win League One.
I feel like did they win their game? I know Blackpool, they lost 3-2, didn't they, with our goalie, with Bailey Peacock Farrell in goal, and apparently it was his kick that led to one of the goals.
Oh, I don't know, mate.
One last question then. One last question.
Go on then.
How are you different today from back in the day?
How am I different today?
Yeah. What do you notice?
Do you know what? It's probably not what I notice. It's probably what other people notice. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, the way I look, for one, but just the inside of it. It's the way I think. Like, although I do have similar thoughts. I just know how to cope with them. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, things aren't. I think the best way to describe it for me is, on a good day, things aren't that great, but on a bad day, things aren't that bad. Do you know what I mean?
Like it, yeah, man.
That's probably one of the biggest things. It means loads of things, isn't there? I mean, you could do a whole book about that, really. But yeah, that's for me. Like, just being not making. I mean, I still can have my moments, but just not as much as like I did before. Like, I've got a bit of a purpose in life, like I didn't show empathy to anyone. I didn't have no gratitude. So it's lots of little things, really, and it all adds up, doesn't it? I think
it does add up, mate, and it's taken a lot of work. 'Cause it's never easy. I mean, I wish I could just say to someone, "Oh, recovery, yeah, just get recovered, be sound," and it isn't as easy as that. Do you know what I mean? Oh, mate, I wish it was. Or a little bottle of liquid, and you're like, "Yeah, have that." You'd be rich, but it's always what you're left with. Now it's hard, mate. It is hard. Yeah, things get easier, don't they? And we might not react the way we used to, but life's life.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, it's like seeing the predecessors, and I mean, like, the people that have been around a lot longer than we have, like people that are like 10, 15 years clean, and seeing them and seeing that they are struggling. Some of them are struggling, and they're going to meetings all the time, and and they might not be using drugs, but I can see they're struggling. So that sort of helps me in a way, because it keeps me on my toes, because I think I can rest on my laurels sometimes and think, well, I'm all right. But this recovery lark, it's no joking matter, because when you see people picking up and dying at 15 years, 20 years clean, it's always there. It's always going to be in us. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're only one phone call away or one stupid decision away from doing it. And like, we all know that a lot of addicts die after a relapse, especially after a significant amount of clean time, and they have a use up, and it's game over.
Yeah, yeah. I've known a few.
Mm, so
Yeah, it's not a joke, is it? Recovery, but
got to take it
that's fine.
serious.
You've got to take it serious, and the biggest part of it is helping other people. You know,
Yeah.
if you're helping other people, you're not stuck in yourself. That's the other
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, obviously, like, yeah, I think for me, it was learning how to help myself so I can help other people. You know, being honest with myself so I can be honest with other people. Being in a relationship with myself so I can be in a relationship with other people. So, like, for me, the way I see it is that everything started with me. Do you know what I mean? Forgiving myself so I can forgive other people. Everything started with me. That's what the work told me. So I have to look after myself so I can look after other people. It's just,
yeah, I love it.
That's my that's my own thing that I have going on. But everyone, like, I think the beauty of it is that everyone can interpret things differently, and that's what's so good about it, because that might not work for one person, but it works for me, and what they do might work for them, but it wouldn't work for me. But what I do really, Russell, is I take a bit from every single person that I hear or see or watch in meetings or outside. I take a tiny bit of what you say or do and him and her, and I just put it into mine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like what works for you, you know.
But you don't know what works for you, really, do you? Until you do it.
Until you do it, yeah.
That gut feeling, isn't it? It's that gut feeling down. Would that work for me? But then again, you got your the disease of addiction is lying to you all the time, isn't it? So
that'll work. That'll work for you.
That'll work. Just jump off the bridge or whatever. Fucking hell.
I think it brings us back to, though, that something you said earlier was other people see it, and there's a saying in the rooms. The God in me sees the God in you.
Yeah.
And that's like, I don't see that I'm lit up. I don't see that everything's going really well for me.
Yeah.
I'm just in it, right? But other people do.
Yeah. But it's the same for us as well. That's like, I see it in other people. I see it well, but I've got to be honest, I see it in other people that aren't doing so well as well. And are struggling. So it's a real thing that you can see it in other people. That was a real hard thing for me to get used to. I think it was when I was going through the work. I think I was on about 8 or 9, and I had another another moment of clarity. And someone said to me, like you'll get to a stage when you'll be able to see it in other people. You'll be able to see the good in them, and then you'll be able to see the bad in them when they're just not traveling very well, or they're very very poorly, and you can see it in other people. And that was a struggle for me to actually see it in others. Do you know what I mean? And
I see a lot of people doing other people's recovery for them, which ain't healthy as well, right? Like finger pointing. You shouldn't be doing it that way. Well, actually, it's none of my business.
Yeah,
I can only give my advice, and if you're still going to do that, that's their journey. It's not mine.
100%. I mean, I think a lot of us. Well, I mean, I'll speak for myself. When I first came into recovery, I had a lot of good people around me, and I just thought everyone wanted the best for me. But after a while, I realised no, it's not the case. But it's just like it's not. I don't think it's recovery as such. I think it's just life in general. I think I had to restart my life again, like I was almost like a newborn baby. So I saw the good in everyone. I was thinking they all want to help me and like it's rose-coloured spectacles and rainbows and pink unicorns and whatever. And it just wasn't really like it isn't like that. After a while, you sort of balance out, don't you? Do you know what I mean? You think,
we're still ill. Yeah,
I'm always sick. Like, fucking hell, what the fuck? But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it isn't a game, but sometimes because of the way I was brought up, being very competitive in sport, I have to look at it like a game sometimes. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's just like, wow, is this happening? You know what I mean? It's probably the wrong term to use. It's a game, but that's how I have to play it out as a game sometimes in my head. Do you know what I mean?
No, I get it. Yeah.
Like bit like a game of chess. Do you know what I mean? Like, I always thought, yeah, Russell, when I was flat out smoking crack and whatever, I always thought I was 2 or 3 steps ahead of everyone else. Do you know what I mean? And when I came into recovery, I still had that thing that I had to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of everybody else. But that didn't work for me. So what I learned was the less control I have over things, places, and people, the better it is for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Losing that control isn't a bad thing for me, because I always wanted to be in control. I thought I needed to be in control, and the reality of it is that
you never was.
I never was, and I never will be, and thank God for that.
Yeah. Brilliant, mate.
Nice one.
I'll see you next week. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But unless I see you Friday.
Oh, shit. No, I'll see you Friday. Yeah.
Don't swear. It's rude.
All right. See you Friday, mate. Keep right on.